Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Today we will do lesson for week 7 of business studies for class C2. Our resources are Cambridge IGCSE Business Studies book, whose writers are Peter Stimson and Karen Borrington. Contents: Objective, review of last week, importance of quality, customer assurance, quality of international business, summary, and assignment. Objective: by the end of the lesson, students will be able to explain the importance of quality, explain the assurance of customers, explain the international business quality. But let's review the last week lesson. Dear students, in the previous lesson you learned: number 1, what is meant by quality and its importance. Number 2, quality control and its implementation. And finally you learned the concept of quality assurance. Now, let's look at this week topics. The first topic which we will do is quality importance. The main features of this topic are customer satisfaction, replacement, consumers' loss, faults or defects, losing customers, and finally sales and profit. Now one by one we will discuss these points. Imagine you went to the shops and bought a pair of jeans. You took them home and found that they had a hole in them. You would not be a very happy customer. The business would get a bad reputation if this happens very oftenly and would lose sales. You would probably take the jeans back to the shop and expect a replacement. If the shop refused to replace the jeans, you would feel this was unfair, which is why in some countries there are laws to protect consumers so that shops have to replace faulty products or refund the price. A business needs to try to ensure that all the products or services it sells are free of faults or defects. So this will ensure that the business, number 1, establishes a brand image, number 2, builds brand loyalty, number 3, it will maintain a good reputation, number 4, it will help to increase sales, and finally it will attract new customers. But if the quality is not maintained, the business will lose customers to other brands. Secondly, have to replace faulty products or repeat your service, which raises cost for the business. And finally, it will have customers who tell other people about their experiences, and this may give the business a bad reputation, leading to lower sales and profit. The second topic is customer assurance. Its main points are meeting standards, quality mark, ISO or International Standard Organization, and finally the internet sites. Now students, one by one we will discuss these 4 points. If a customer wants to be sure that the product or service will meet particular standards, then they can look for quality mark associated with the product or service. The business can apply to have this quality mark on their goods or services, and they will have to follow certain rules to be able to keep this quality mark. An example is ISO, which means International Standard Organization. It grants a business the right to use an ISO number in its literature and advertising. Ensuring a good customer service is also important to service sector businesses. They may not usually use a quality mark to show they provide a good service, but by having a good reputation and recommendations by satisfied customers, they will keep repeat customers as well as gain new ones. Internet sites such as TripAdvisor are useful ways for business to gain a good reputation if satisfied customers put positive reviews on their sites. Of course, bad news will give the business the opposite effect, and they will lose many potential customers as well as the dissatisfied customers who posted the review. Our next topic is quality of international businesses, whose main points are quality checking system. Number 2, choosing best checking method. And finally, always ensuring quality service. Students, in this topic, we will do an example of McDonald's restaurant. McDonald's restaurants have a checklist for employees to follow when serving customers. This is to ensure that a customer is always served to the standard expected by the business. McDonald's have found that ensuring the same quality standards is achieved by training employees. It has to follow the set of rules in preparation of food as well as the service of customers. The main points or features of servicing by McDonald's are: identify which type of quality checking system McDonald's is using, discuss whether this is the best method for McDonald's to use, and last but not the least, consider why McDonald's want to ensure a quality service in all of their restaurants. Now let's summarize today's lesson. In this lesson, you have learned importance of quality for businesses, local businesses as well as international businesses. And secondly, you also learn how can a customer assurance of quality can be achieved. And finally, you learned how international businesses maintain quality. For this, we did a case study of McDonald's restaurant. I hope you understood all the lesson today we have done today. Dear students, for this week you have to do only one question, but you have to discuss in detail. The question is, what are the main features of quality product or service? You have to discuss in detail. This was all for this week lesson. Best of luck students. Allah Hafiz.